guys, welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful morning here, so I decided to do a little filming before I go into work. I'm actually on the way to take the car to get the windows tinted this morning. A good friend of mine's been tinting windows for years, so we're going to drop the car off at his house, then head on into work. All right, guys, we got the 17 Mustang dropped off to get the windows tinted. As I said before, he's a good friend of mine. He's been tinting windows, say 15, 16 years. Does a really awesome job. I'm really particular who I let touch my cars, so he's the only one that tints them, and perfect work. He's kind of a perfectionist, and I like that, because when you get the car back, it is, you know, window tint is absolutely perfect. Drop that off. He let me actually borrow his MR2. It is a fun little car. It is a fun little car. Not a lot of horsepower, but it's light and nimble, and just a blast to drive. So we're headed into work right now. Actually running a little bit late for dropping off the car, but headed into work, and after work we will get to the topic of this video. All right, guys, we're back. The car's already tinted, so here it is. I love a black car with dark tint. I'm going to get that dealership sticker off of there. He did spray the car off, so it's a little wet still, but appreciate that. Even vacuumed out my car. It was getting a little messy. But as you can see, the line is right there on the glass. He does an excellent job. We're back in the 17 Mustang. Windows tinted, as you've seen. Alright, so to the topic at hand. About almost a month ago, I was driving my car and went to shift in a third gear, and I lost third and fourth gear. So I figured something with a shift fork, 3-4 gear share shift fork, 3-4 shift fork. So got to the dealership, pulled the transmission. Sure enough, 3-4 shift fork broke. Now here's where it gets interesting for me. All right, on the 11 to 17 cars, the 3-4 shift fork is a steel shift fork. Okay. On the 18, it is an aluminum shift fork. There is an arm on the shift fork that comes back a couple inches. Okay. That arm broke clean off the shift fork. So, at first I thought, okay, I looked at it, maybe a casting flaw, something like that, a fluke, you know. I had driven my 17 GT MT82, no trouble. My 14 MT82 GT, no trouble. You know, when it first happened, I had a couple people I actually know, like, well, what'd you do? I was like, I was shifting. You know, I was doing something that I've done since I was 15 years old, and so that's been 23 years right at it. So there's nothing I've done different. Well, then I start looking on Facebook and other places online, and more people start popping up this happened to. On top of that, a few have had issues with the dual mass flywheel. When it first broke, we tried to order the shift fork itself, and the parts manager went in, they pulled up a part, he ordered it, it came in, I opened the box, it was a steel shift fork. I was like, well, no, this is for the older, you know, MT82 3-4 shift fork. So he emails in, and they come back, due to engineering issue, that part is not available for service by itself, must replace the whole transmission. It took a month, right at almost a month, to get the transmission. The original date was going to be in July, which would have put the car almost 3 months down. But they did get me a transmission. I did get it put in the car. This might seem kind of drastic to some, but to me, it's not. All right, I sat back and thought about it for a long time, and I was like, okay, am I going to put another transmission in it, drive it, and if it breaks again, okay, then by that time, when this all happened, I had 2,500 miles on the car. Okay, so Say I get the car back. I put another 2,000, 2,500 miles on the car, and it breaks again. Well, then I've got 5,000 miles on the car. The car is already depreciated some, but you put another 2,500 miles on it, another 3 to 6 months from now, it's depreciated even more. So I had a choice to make. Either I take a small hit now, or I take a bigger hit down the road. They had this 17 sitting on the lot. I got an awesome deal on it. It's fully loaded, California special car. So I made the decision to get rid of the 18, step into the 17. Now, I did have a 17 before, but it was a base car and it was a manual, and it did great. I got rid of that about 2 months before I got the 18 to do something else, and then when the 18 come in, it caught my eye, and I was just like, I love it. And I thought for a second, all right, this is the first year car. I've never been one to buy the first year car. Being a technician, it kind of ruins you from buying a first year car because you see all the trouble that comes out of a first year car. But then, you know, I started reading, there's supposed to be, the MT82 is supposed to be better. I was like, well, I never had trouble out of my 17 MT82, my 14 MT82. So if this is better, then I'm not going to have any trouble out of it. So I bought the car. Well, things happen. So I chose what's proven. The 15 to 17 cars do great. The 6R8 transmission does great. No big issues. I don't want this video to hold you up any longer. I've got to run. The wife's wanting some barbecue, so I've got to get her some barbecue. We do have more stuff coming from this car. I'm expecting any day now to have shipping confirmation from the parts that I've got ordered. I was kind of hoping it already shipped out. I'm anxious to get them put on. If the weather is good tomorrow, Friday night, I will be at Jackson Dragway, and I will have some footage for you for the videos. But if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you later.